Somebody
I think
forgot to put their phone on vibrate.
like mine's away because Emily's already asleep. So it's just us. We're the bad boys going on
Whoops.
tonight. It's a guys' night.
Jesus Christ.
Okay.
All right, hang on. I might
Fantastic. Because we're live.
Oh,
Yeah. What's up, everyone? Welcome to our weekly Drawcast sketch dump.
guys' night.
Where all horrible things come to life.
Hello?
Yeah, I
Hey.
can still hear you. You
Okay,
never
cool.
left.
Oh, good, because I switched my internet connection.
Yeah, because we're live and then you just disconnected.
Oh, did I?
Yeah.
Well, you went silent, that's all. On my side, you didn't disconnect from the call.
All right, but am I at least screen sharing my...
Yes, you are.
my-
You're screen sharing Psy.
All right, perfect.
Yeah, we're good.
You cuck.
What's wrong with being a cuck?
I guess if you're into it, sure, but I'm not into it at all. In fact, I really just despise and detest it.
But we know what you're really into, Isaiah. These Naruto books on the side of your
Oh
bathroom.
god, that was the greatest.
It's a good thing you said that because I was gonna say something else, and I'm like, oh, things were said, huh?
Please, Isaiah, please start us from the beginning.
Nope.
No.
What?
You're right. Why share such a great story?
Yeah, I know, right? Especially on sketch dump.
No. Some things are just too personal.
How is that personal?
I'm not gonna talk about it.
Isaac hates Naruto. We left a Naruto book in his house. The end.
Oh yeah, no, there's that one. I was talking about something else, but yeah.
I was just talking about the fucking booklet. What else are you talking about?
You kind of cut off as you were talking about it anyway.
I thought you guys were talking gonna mention something else.
What would we mention?
Hey, what are you talking about? Okay.
Seriously.
All right. Yeah. No. But here, let's start this one off. Yeah. So I don't use my downstairs bathroom, and the one time, when these guys were hanging out last time, I remember Ale was bringing his Attack on Titan's book to just drop it off to me. She's like, otherwise I'm gonna throw it out. I'm like, oh, don't throw it out. It's a waste. He's like, well, I don't want it though. I'm like, I don't.
Oh, don't say it like that. I'm like, honestly, look, like I haven't read the book ever since I got it. And don't get it wrong, I'm sure it's a great series, but you have to realize, man, if I'm not into it, then why should I have it? But don't get it wrong.
I know, and then I realized, like,
well,
nobody else is gonna want it either. So
yeah, like nobody
fine.
I talk to really looks at anime. I mean, I have one friend who knows anime.
And now it's just gonna sit there on your shelf collecting dust.
And then you're saying, Isaiah says, no, keep it. And I was like, okay, so what do I say to a person who sees it?
The worst part about it is that it even says free comic book on the cover. So I'm like, oh, this immediately just makes it worthless.
Yeah, so it was not exactly a waste, was it, to throw it away?
Yeah.
No, I didn't. Yeah, because I thought it was like an actual,
No, it wasn't I didn't purchase it, dude. I got it while I was working at Jeffries.
These things were not said. I know you got it from Jeffries. I didn't realize that the cover wasn't a normal
free
cover.
comic book day.
Yeah, no, I didn't realize it said free comic book day.
Thanks, Jeffries. This episode of
sponsored by Jeffries.
Yeah, whatever the fuck it is we do, Sketch Dump, fucking sponsored by Jeffries.
It is Sketch Dump, and I call it a Drawcast. Only reason why I also call it a Drawcast is because I don't want anyone else to steal the word Drawcast. That's ours.
You're an asshole.
Let's see, 6/14 at 12:30 a.m. Drawcast. It's even in the description too. So
it's even in the description.
Yeah.
Oh, amazing.
So yeah, that's super legit. Do not
Ramon,
steal Drawcast.
Are you fucking serious?
What?
Oh,
I see what you're doing.
Don't worry, the logo's blocking everything.
Oh my god! Every time it's fine. Look, we can draw almost anything. I mean, it's not like I monetize these videos either.
Well, yeah, that's one of the better things about not having many guidelines, I guess I would say.
No, it's the one thing about actually not trying to work for YouTube. Because if I was working for, I was working like on ad revenue and stuff. Yeah, this would be a lot more controlled. Like we wouldn't be allowed to.
We can't even cuss. We can't even do stuff.
You can cuss. You just can't. You can't talk about certain things without getting in trouble.
Or play good music.
Yeah, you can't play copyrighted music, and that's.
Does that mean I could play music while we draw? I can't tell.
Actually, technically, I can still get the video just taken down.
Fair enough.
even if I'm making money or not. But yeah. I have no clue what I'm drawing, but sure. So today's gonna be a short one because it is 12:30 a.m. for us, and for other people in the world, it's either later or super early. I picked the worst possible time.
Yeah, you really do, man. I'm like, look, we could do this in the middle of the fucking day, and then you not having to worry about whether or not, your mom's gonna be mad about any of this.
Please don't say that on air.
What do you want to say, man? I live in a garage. My brother lives above me, and and you live with your mom. We're fucking still fairly young, man.
I know being 22 and 18 is bad. Actually, Nick lives just with a roommate because his mom pays for their
alimony
apartment, and I'm like, oh, why would your mom pay for alimony for her son?
I was fucking around, but okay, you had to take it so seriously, Isaac.
Dude, I'm gonna call you out on it. Absolutely. If you make a joke that makes absolutely no sense, and
that's the point. It's supposed to make no sense, but thanks for pointing it out.
Make it sound like it was supposed to make no sense.
No, you want to talk about something to call someone out on? Let's talk about the fact that you invited a dude to a random chat on Twitter with us.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. So I was talking to an old friend of ours from Discord.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh yo, add us on Twitter. We can talk more on there. Which, by the way, that only really lasted for a day.
Yeah,
it really did. Yeah.
I'm calling you out now if you're watching, because I posted the link everywhere. But
so Isaac does what Isaac does best.
So I thought I added her. What I ended up doing is I added some rapper who had like 19,000 followers, and I'm like, yo, like certain words that I can't say at the moment, but and I'm like, yo guys, look who's here. And then Ramon goes back to our normal chat, and he tells me,
no, that was beforehand. Fucking before.
No, the funny part is, I even pointed it out to Ramon. I was like, wait a minute.
No, I was like, I went on this person's Twitter, and I'm looking at this. I'm like, he's saying that he retweeted this, that he posted this. I'm like, hey Isaac, last time I checked, our friend wasn't a black guy, let alone a famous black guy.
And I'm like, what? Well, oh no! And I just all I post, because these guys were smart and didn't say anything in that chat. So the last thing I say is I say oops, and I just bow out. I text them, and I text all of us in our normal chat, and I'm like, leave right now.
And we're all just fucking bashing on him for fucking up so hard.
They're like, Isaiah, you bad boy.
Well, I got it right the second time.
Yeah, second time. Second time's a charm.
Jesus Christ, man. You fucked up.
Yeah, I'll admit that. I even said, all right, that was my bad.
You can put all the blame on me.
Yeah.
I'll take that one. That was my bad.
Mr. Fucking, I'm only human.
I'm only human after all. Don't put the blame on me. But do put the blame on me. That was my bad.
That was your own fault.
That was entirely your fucking fault, dude.
Yeah, I'm only human.
Fucking.
All right, so yeah, today's gonna just be a short day full of a few stories, a few things that we're doing, and then no, sadly, maybe one or two, probably maybe one, like, oh, draw this goofy thing, but probably not today.
Why not today, though?
I will be moving these to middle day from now on.
I would kind of hope so, man. It's always like, oh, hey, you guys want to do fucking sketch domes? Like, motherfucker, it's like 11 at night.
Ramon works, and
at work, you got to worry about upsetting the neighbors.
Yeah, the whole reason why I didn't even do middle of the day. Well, not middle of the day. I do normally do these on weekends too. If you haven't noticed, it is it's
Tuesday,
Wednesday. It's technically Wednesday.
Jesus Christ, man.
Yeah, but that's because I just finished finals, so I even had to cancel and push this back too. Yeah, I canceled twice and pushed this back. But I'm done with my final, and I'm officially done with this semester of college. So I'm gonna revel in the fact that I don't have school, and then I have to find a job immediately. So don't blow my brains out. So somebody else in this house doesn't blow my brains out.
Hint, hint. Nudge, nudge.
Nudge, nudge.
Yeah, Oliver.
Yeah, Oliver and Geronimo.
Yeah, Oliver, Geronimo. Fucking keep away from guns, man. They're coming after you.
Oh, by the way, I got a bed frame.
Oh, amazing!
I know, but it
look at that. He's upgrading to higher living there, man. He's above the ground now.
Bumps up my bed by a foot.
Yeah, it still means you're, not sleeping on the fucking floor like another family member I know.
Oh yeah, that was terrible.
We can talk about him for hours.
Dude,
oh yeah, we have plenty of stories.
We need to make an episode just called the Daniel episode.
Nah, let's keep his name out of this because I don't need him.
Well, we're live, so it's too late now. But no, I got you.
Fucking asshole. Yeah.
Dude, I made up that name anyways. His name's actually Brendan. Okay, sorry. Sure. It's a Mexican named Frank. Yeah, his name is Pancho. There really is the nickname for Frank in Spanish. It's Pancho.
It's Pancho.
Yeah. Yeah, if your kid's like named Frank or something, you just like the nickname in Spanish is just Pancho.
And the nickname for Isaac is Borracho.
The nickname for Isaac is there is no nickname. Why are you not using your real name? And I'm like, eh.
No, man, the real nickname for Isaac is Borracho.
Sadly he's not wrong.
As he takes another hit of his vape.
Oh, is that very audible now?
Dude, that was super audible. It was like fucking someone just fucking inhaling out of a straw. Just.
Yeah. So, sorry, I have it.
To be fair, I'm probably gonna have to go back to using mine. I'm needing to start working off stress. Huh?
You getting that stress. That stressor. No, yeah. So the worst part about the reason why we also started so late is because I forgot.
Yeah, after a while we're like,
because I don't normally do this on weekdays. After like 2 sketch dumps, we're like, yeah, you know what? Saturdays or Sundays feels pretty good. We're not.
I don't mind doing it on the weekend because guess what? We can talk about a fucking week, say the stupid shit we see.
Now in the middle of the week though. Yeah, it's a bit different.
Actually, speaking of a weird story, did I tell you about the time that we faced racial profiling at a McDonald's?
What? No, you actually haven't.
We never told you this story?
No, this is actually new to me.
No, okay, Ali, remember the time we were coming back from Bed Bath & Beyond?
I think so. Do you mind re-elaborating?
All right, well, it's not really an exciting story. Fucking, we just order our usual food. Alejandro orders the 40-piece, and I order a small soda.
It wasn't a 40-piece, you piece of shit. Don't do that.
You're right, it was a 30-piece. Anyway, fucking...
Exactly, there you go. That's an accurate number.
He's like, get it right, it was 30-piece?
Yeah, anyway, we order our fucking food, and, yada yada. We have to wait, and we're just sitting there playing on our phones or whatever, and eventually I hear my order number come up. And they're trying to do it now like Starbucks, they're trying to go, Ramon over here. And I'm like, okay, yeah, that's me. And he goes, he's like, oh, you're Ramon? Sorry, you don't look like a Mexican. And I'm looking at her, and I'm looking at her with the straightest fucking face.
She's trying to be all cute about it, and you're just
She's like, I'm so sorry, like that.
No, there was no apology. There was a dead silence where she knew what she did. She fucked up.
Yep. And she realized that she could lose her job over something like that.
And then she realized, I better get my food comp for fucking free. And that's what happened.
You got it for free?
Yep. You see that? Racial profiling works to my advantage. I got a meal for free.
Wait, how'd you get it for free? Because normally oh, no, you said it wasn't Starbucks. It was this other place.
No, it was McDonald's. And normally, they would slide your card beforehand, but obviously I had to talk to the manager and everything. Essentially, yeah, I got my shit comped.
Oh, you talked to the manager?
How could you not? I mean, fucking everyone in the kitchen practically stopped.
You went so white on that.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck. What was the alternative, man? I'm gonna throw a fucking soda in her face. That's fucking $9 fucking wasted.
What did your dad say?
I didn't tell him this shit.
Oh.
I saved this stuff just for my friends.
I did. He's like a viewer in this fucking thing going on.
Oh my god, that'd be so bad. Actually, no, your dad would never watch. You know why? Because I'm in it.
Yeah, I get it in it.
My voice, and I think
I like you scum.
Nah, he's where I get my short attention span from. Fucking, he won't watch a video that's longer than like 30 seconds.
Yeah, I actually talked to him about that just not too long ago.
Yeah, and these things are like 3 hours.
Yeah, because we are just too lazy to fucking edit anything.
Well,
That and the only one who knows how to edit doesn't want to.
have you guys tried editing down at like I have to pull off the live stream?
No,
which is a big file.
Dude, no, okay. Don't worry. I watched Markiplier's tutorial. I know how fucking difficult it is to fucking edit.
He has a tutorial on editing?
No, there was a guy, one of his friends said, man, why are you getting your friend to edit for you? He goes, it's so easy. And then there's a whole fucking video of him saying, all right, I will give you 4 hours to edit one of my 20-minute videos.
You know, it wasn't 4 hours. It was only 2.
Whatever. Point is, he had a time limit, and fucking the whole time he goes, all right, now he did a good job. He got it all. He opened the timeline and got the video there, and he goes, however, that is the easiest part of this process.
Yeah, I honestly think the toughest part of edit. Then again, Markiplier nowadays, he actually puts like little, or whoever's editing for him does like little annotations and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, like if he makes a joke or he's like yelling or something, they'll have him like zoom in on the camera and they'll go back and forth between the camera.
Yeah.
And then sometimes I'll even write in some text in there. I'm like, oh, okay, that can take some time. Personally, I'm editing like an hour-long video down to
anything. Just it sounds like a nightmare. I'm not gonna
like only 15 minutes.
It's not as much as a nightmare as you think it is, but the probably the most time-consuming part of it for me. I don't do that many annotations or stuff though. Mostly I just cut out all the dead air, just the useless stuff.
Yeah.
That can take easily an hour. Because you're just trying to see how can I condense this video and how can I get the essential parts of it. And then also at the same time, what am I trying to say? At the same time, you're watching that hour-long video like 3-4 times just to figure out, because you're gonna do one clean watch through of the entire hour-long video.
To the point where you're just like, I'm fucking sick of my own voice at this point.
And yeah, you're gonna get sick of it because you see all the jokes or whatever coming, and you're like, yep, I get it, I said that there. And then you'll pull out a notebook too if you're smart about it and like planning, unless you want to just do it off the top of your head, which is more of a nightmare. And you start you're writing down the time codes of just like, okay, that works right there. Oh, it's kind of like whatever. All right, cut right here. Take this bit, like from this time to this time, take that out, and then you'll go through it again, do your cuts, rewatch your new cut. And then probably reverse all of that work and be like, all right, that didn't turn out the way I wanted it to.
Just all the time, fucking just, it's basically just, yeah, it's a whole nother fucking project. It's a whole nother fucking world.
I actually enjoy editing. Like, it's a really fun time waster for me, but that is what it is. It's a time waster. Then again, I've also done like not Photoshop, After Effects stuff. And that is even like, dude, that's exponential work.
Really?
Dude, yeah. Okay, so I don't know if you remember a intro I did like in December.
Yeah, you did it for Homegirl's
yeah, her Bloodborne thing.
Yeah.
So those 15 or 14 seconds took me.
My buddy here worked on a Two Best Friends video where they did for Pat's girlfriend.
Well, it wasn't Two Best Friends, it was her thing, but yeah.
Yeah, I'm just mentioning the name. I honestly don't remember her fucking name.
Yeah, you're right. It was Two Best Friends, Pat's girlfriend, Paige. Go check out her channel, or her Twitch channel. And she has a YouTube channel now too. Where I just did an intro for her Bloodborne playthroughs, and 14 seconds took like an hour. Sorry, not an hour. It took 5 to 6 hours to do. But keep in mind, I did all of the art.
It wasn't like he just animated this. He fucking started this shit from scratch.
Yeah, the only thing I didn't do from scratch was the background, where I actually got a super high res picture of Yarnum, and I
Yarnum. Jesus fucking Christ!
Jesus Christ, yeah.
Someone's trying to get your attention. You're disturbing the neighbors, Isaiah.
I'm gonna beat them if they don't stop.
Is that the fucking girl? Is that the girl? Is that the girl who like parks in front of your house who just fucking like smokes weed the whole time? She's over there. She's just over there smoking Link's Tunic in front of your house. This time to just purposely annoy you.
Yeah, I'm like, can you please stop?
He's like, no, and that's it.
He's like, no, knock it off. Fuck you.
Um, oh, you know, since we're not doing prompts, I'm gonna be working on my comic. Yeah, so that entire process just took forever, and then I took a really high res background of Yarnum, and what I ended up doing is I cut it up and I enlarged certain pieces so that I could you know, make it so that when I panned around there was something called why am I forgetting? Parallaxing. So it looked like the
For
background was
those,
kind of living.
okay, never mind. I was gonna say, for those of us at home who don't understand what the fuck paxing is, please elaborate. What the fuck is that?
Yes, paxing. No, parallaxing. So
Parallaxing.
it's when you have like one object closer than something far behind, and if you move the camera, the object up close moves a lot like further or moves faster than the one in the background, or sometimes vice versa, depending on what type of effect you want to go for.
Ah, yes, like kind of like what the 3DS kind of does. When
Yeah,
things are being pushed
Undertale
forward.
did it too on some of the scenes.
Really?
Yeah, they when you were going to like that big castle or something.
Oh wait, I mean kind of like with the whole Sans boss fight, how like the black pillars were in front.
That's one form. That's not so much parallaxing. Parallaxing is primarily in the background, I think. I'm probably wrong, and I think you're right. But I'm just
I'm
say this
just
for now.
I'm just fucking guessing here.
Um,
Or I am an uneducated stooge.
yeah. So I had to do a parallaxing background, which didn't take too long. It actually took a little bit of time because I had to go into Photoshop, cut up that background, enlarge certain pieces, import that into After Effects, and just start moving things around subtly. And I even had to animate the sky so that it was moving at a completely different pace. Like the sky looked like it was living.
Damn, what the hell happened?
You okay?
Yeah, for some reason everything just went to silence. Like I just froze in time for a second. Please go on.
Then there was that, and then I took the image I drew of Paige, which wasn't even super detailed. I mean, doing a detailed portrait takes 5 hours on its own. As seen, let's see here with my
As seen with his two best friends, fucking painting.
my painting of Lost Domain, the comic.
Yes.
The monster underneath, who's covered up by like most of the stuff in the very front page, that took alone like 3-4 hours.
But you're proud of it, aren't you?
I'm so proud of it. I love showing it. I'm not. I hate this, but I want to show it off because it's like I put a lot of work into it,
Then
and I think it's one of my. I think
Then
it's one of my
fucking show
best
it off.
paintings. No, I'm showing it off right now.
Oh.
But yeah, it's probably one of my best paintings I've done in a long time, and I will give some credit to the new brushes that I bought because I did pay for brand new brush sets for what's it called, Manga Studios 5, which I'll be giving to Ramon.
I believe you mean Clip Studios.
Yes, it's either Manga Studio 5 EX or Clip Studios. It's interchangeable. Same exact program.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, so I have this up on screen, and this took quite a while, but you know, doing really detailed stuff, it just you know takes a separate time, and that was 6 months ago when my skill level was very different and I wasn't like going full on painting. Painting took a lot longer for me, and I was using Photoshop too, which for painting I prefer, but it's not easy whatsoever.
It ain't easy being cheesy.
Exactly.
No, what you end up doing is you end up putting down like 10 or 15 layers of color just to get like one color and like pattern and feel of it right. And yeah, it's just luckily I found a way to streamline the process with my now I have preferred brush sets. I've picked up certain tricks. I'm like, all right, I get this now.
You found a way to automate it essentially.
Yeah, essentially. So yeah, I did all that work for the painting of Paige. She's just like kind of pointing off screen with a gun. I didn't even draw her whole upper body, just most of it with a jacket or something. You know, the less I have to draw in detail, the better. And then I drew her hair, and then to make that animate properly in After Effects, you essentially have to paint everything on a separate layer. So I had to cut out the hair, completely paint that, including like under the hat. What would be under the hat, just in case. I drew the head, or I painted the head separately, like if she was bald or something.
Right.
And then like a little bit of the shoulders, and then I did the whole jacket. I did the arm, with the sleeve and without the sleeve, just in case, and the gun and the hand all separately. So when I threw it into After Effects, I would put little pins on it, and then and this is the laziest way of doing it. You just put pins and you just slowly start to move the pins, and it kind of like puppeteers everything. And
you kind of rigged it.
Yeah, I did rig it up, and it doesn't even look the best. There's way more set. You can spend hours on a puppeteering rig. I didn't make a proper rig, but Jesus, I've seen the work some people do, and it's incredible. So doing all that took around 5 to 6 hours, and I did that in one straight night. Keep in mind, I didn't space that out. I have a thing
really. You spent.
Well, I'm not gonna all night.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie, man. We've all fucking spent like that one night just constantly working on something.
Yeah, it's sadly it's really apparent in the comic where my first 8 pages, which I did in the first night, and probably ruined my sleep cycle.
Believe me, that's not gonna be the last time you ruin your fucking sleep cycle.
Oh, I know. I've heard stories of like people saying like a lot of comic artists say like you're happy if you can ink one and finalize 1 page a day, and that's full time. I'm like, Jesus Christ. My art style's different than traditional artists, and they're talking about like traditional.
Like the way I've done things, fucking because I managed to get some pen pressure stuff working. Essentially, I was able to line art a whole page today, which was kind of easy because it's basically just nothing but fucking talking. So I probably did like the best picture I've ever done of fucking Quill recently. I'm fucking amazed at what I've done anyway.
You gotta show that off.
It's nothing special. Hang on, let me fucking.
Yeah, bring it up.
I don't know. Was it 18? No, that's the one. That's the one Hunter did. That fucking look at that coloring and shit, man. That's fucking beautiful.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna be asking Mothman Draws. Go follow him on Twitter at Mothman. Hang on. I think it's _Mothman. I'll post it in the description.
Look, just go to Isaac's page on Twitter. He's pretty much there all the time.
Pretty much.
Let's see. Shit.
Yeah, it's _Mothman with a 0. I'll post that in the description because I'm not gonna live throw that on here. Yep.
Was it 19? Yeah, that's the one.
Oh, love it. We have it zoomed in. I have it on your pic. And it's just zoomed into the lock.
Good. Anyway, see?
Yeah, dude, you're right. You actually got it to work a lot better. Nice.
Fucking just... Like, of course, with shade, like, everything looks bad when it's line arted. Like, nothing looks perfect.
Yeah.
Because like, you always see everything when it's shaded, when it's all rough drafted out,
Yeah. Oh, hang on. My dog got out. Be right back.
Yep.
Oh, wow, the host left.
Oh, my goodness. Hey,
what's up? What? I'm sorry, you kind of cut off there.
Let's talk shit about Isaac while he's gone.
Hey, have you ever heard how much he was a fag?
Don't fucking say that. My God. Have you seen that piece of shit? Oh, my God. He always forgets to leave the fucking toilet seat down. My goodness.
He sometimes pisses on the seat. I'm like, who does that?
Like, he doesn't even appreciate a good Naruto book getting thrown at him.
Oh, yeah, you said he was going to throw it at me earlier.
He said he was gonna throw the fucking book at you.
Yeah, once he gets back, he was gonna throw the. Once we visit again, he's gonna throw the book at me.
You know what? I wouldn't even fucking doubt it. He seems like that kind of person. But have you noticed?
Yeah.
I mean, there was also that other time when he was fucking hunting children. Have you seen that? When he just prowls his fucking parks with a net in his hand.
Yeah, every time he's near parents, every time he's near a bunch of parents, he yells out, "I'm a pedophile!" And then everyone's like, "What the hell's wrong with you?"
Like, yeah, man, I don't know. That's just him. As everyone knows, man, no one can disprove this, but fucking, yes, this is all true, maybe.
This is all true. Perhaps.
This is all true, maybe, perhaps. You got to cover your ass here. Because
this is perhaps what he said.
Yeah.
I don't know.
When Isaac said that he wanted to pound a little pink boy butt, maybe, that really disgusted me.
He walked over to a
said that.
He walked over to a child and said, I would slap that pink butt all day.
Stop trying to ruin my show. I never said that.
Can't promise it.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Saying. Yeah, so I was doing my mom a fright.
He's doing
So
your
she
mama
like
fright.
yeah, doing her a fright. So because I like go, I'm like, oh hey, is Oliver just gonna leave him out of your room? She was coming out of the bathroom. And then she just went, hey! I'm like, ah. She's like, you scared me. I'm like, your yell scared me.
Your yell scared me.
Oh my god, yeah, like your yell scared me. Jeez, don't do that.
She just fucking appeared out of the darkness.
She did. It didn't scare me that she was walking out of the bathroom. It scared me when she screamed. She's like, I didn't see you. Ah.
Like just like
I just saw a dark figure.
Just like how she approached her boyfriend on the first day they met.
Don't.
All right,
Okay.
I won't.
Moving on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where was I? Oh, we were talking about comics. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, man. Fucking with the way I do things, I just managed to line art something today, and I'm just proud of that. Like in general.
I mean,
I give up on comics. Moving on. Yes.
Why
Moving on. Moving on.
Genuine cough. Well, I mean, I recently found out that you can
give up on
you can
comics.
submit your
It's too late.
comics to
Damage has been done.
Yeah, I recently found out you can just submit your comics to like. There are hundreds of publishers out there. Web comics, real like printed comics, and I can almost guarantee most artists out there who have years of experience under their belt, whether they think they're horrible or not, one of them will pay you for your work.
Like me included, I'm terribly horrible at things.
Just like how someone dubbed your work. Yeah, you're terrible, right?
How could someone do that?
Oh yeah, Shorty dubbed his work.
That ruthless person.
Just bashing my name. I have a reputation to uphold as being an fucking horrible piece of shit.
That animal.
Just tainting my relationship. I mean reputation.
Relationship.
My reputation ship.
Yeah, it's my reputation ship.
Let's get that right. Patent pending. Don't look it up.
Don't look it up. Don't look it up. I own that original.
Like Drawcast.
Don't look it up.
Don't look it up. Patent pending. Drawcast. Don't look it up. We own the rights to that.
I'm really happy with what I made today. I think this abomination deserves an award.
Yeah, take a look at my brother's picture, Isaiah.
He's got a man bun.
He's got a little mustache.
Oh yeah, he does have a little mustache. He looks like a realistic version of Octodad.
I don't know why I thought you were gonna be like, he looks like you. I'm like,
No, the thing is, you're not saying no.
Like, no, he looks like me when I get out of the shower.
No, I would say no because I don't have that little bun, that little poof, the little hair tied back.
That's true. You don't.
If you just gave him the buzzed haircut and the 5 o'clock shadow, boom, just Isaac.
I
wouldn't be able to tell him apart.
Dude, I have a nice beard.
You're right. He does have a nice beard. You know what? All those tendrils are beards.
Exactly. These are mini beards.
They're all mini beards.
Every single tooth is his own little neck beard.
If my hair was longer, I would try the man bun.
You think so?
Yeah, I'd be the douche that tries it.
Technically, if I even worked at a job, most likely I'm gonna have to make it a man bun.
You could just cut your hair.
I'm not cutting it.
Ali, I see you doing more of a ponytail.
A lot of people were suggesting that. Like they even said they wanted. No, when I grew my hair, the people were suggesting that they wanted to braid my hair because they think it's long enough to do it. So,
you know what I really think is cool, and this is me for sure being like just admiring certain aspects of the hipster douchebags. Like just the Nordic style hairs where they do the braids and they go through the sides all the way to the back and there's like a back braid. I'm like, yeah, it looks like a Nord from Skyrim. He's so cool. And I'm like, I wish I could do that, but I don't have the hair for that.
Hey, you hear? Fucking Skyrim's coming to the Switch. Why?
Oh my god, I didn't know.
Really?
Okay, please tell me that's not legitimate, dude. Please tell me you're fucking with me.
Oh my god, I got you guys so good.
You really did.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna admit something here live on the podcast.
Please do. Come on.
I'm sorry on the Drawcast. On the Drawcast, my bad. Drawcast, patent pending.
Don't look it up.
Don't look it up, yeah.
Don't look it up.
That's just gonna be our fucking thing.
That's
now.
a good one, dude. No,
phrase.
I gotta
It's a
admit,
good
that's a
phrase.
fantastic one.
It's a good phrase.
Yeah. Oh
I might
right.
add that to the openings. Go on.
That new Mario game looks pretty good.
I actually liked it.
Which one?
The
Odyssey or the
rabbits one.
Mm.
Fucking Mario
Yes,
XCOM over there.
Mario XCOM.
Yeah, Mario XCOM looks pretty good. I was fucking hesitant on it for a little bit, but then after seeing a little bit of the gameplay thing, I'm like, oh, perfect. I really hope I could, push the rabbits off my team and just have Mario, Luigi, and Peach, and maybe Toad. Toad with really long legs.
No, you just want Yoshi, man.
Bows.
Yes, I want to see Rabbit Bows.
It'd be pretty funny, actually.
I mean, they have a rabbit Donkey Kong.
That was
a mistake. I want a rabbit Bowser.
Who wouldn't want a rabbit Bowser? Okay, but the Bowser has to be in his Japanese clothing. The one that's just
with his nerdy glasses.
Yeah. Dude, come on, look at those dad glasses. That's just Isaiah.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, dude, that's really just my style.
That's just you.
A polka dot suit with shorts.
You hear that, Isaac's artist
and a
friend?
green bow.
Oh no, don't nah. She's taking pictures of me. I look like a fucking slob.
Dude, okay, get this.
I look like a thick slob.
You look like a thick slob.
I look like a thick slob.
You're just missing the fedora.
I actually do like the music in that when they revealed it. I thought it was pretty nice.
So how was the rest of E3 anyway? Because I never.
I haven't actually watched today on any of today's conferences.
I did because I'm cool like that.
How was it?
It was actually pretty interesting. They revealed new stuff. Obviously, we saw earlier, we saw Skyrim. They're showing more trailers and gameplay for Fire Emblem Warriors. I feel like I'm just a giant promotional product.
You should. I mean, fucking, who knows? You might get a whole bunch of Nintendo swag.
Yeah, Nintendo hit me up if you need a guitar player.
Nintendo, please sponsor Sketch Dump. We'll
Nintendo,
get you
sponsor me because I have a children's piano.
Yeah, we'll get you 2 extra views.
Yeah, we'll give you 2 more views. I just want all the early games and all the stuff that they nicely give us.
He'll do some unboxing videos for you if you give him some fucking Splatoon swag.
I'll be overly excited for no reason.
Company out there, please sponsor us. It's
He'll scream like a Minecraft Let's Player.
Think about it.
Yeah.
It's an investment,
I'll
if
play
you
hide and seek.
sponsor us, your product will give us more attention, and we'll give you guys even more attention, and it'll be like an echo chamber.
An echo chamber, you fucking nerd.
Let's see. Oh yeah, I've already told the whole group chat on Twitter that Metroid's coming back.
Yeah, Metroid Prime 4.
Oh, this one wasn't. This was not being petitioned to be canceled.
No, this actually was a real thing, and a lot of people were shitting their pants. I can tell you that much.
Especially that guy who's gonna have to eat his own amiibo.
Oh yeah. He had to eat his own Metroid figure.
He said I would eat the amiibo, and I'm like, oh.
He's gonna have to eat it twice because there's 2 Metroid games came out.
Wow, he's just gonna have to eat the whole thing.
And like I told him on there, I said I cannot wait for that live stream. Fucking,
I want to see it every bit.
I saw that. I like that. That was good.
Yeah, man. Because fucking, how excited would you be if someone said, "I'm gonna eat my amiibo today"?
No, it was just a normal action figure. It wasn't an amiibo.
I'm gonna eat my action figure today. Because the worst thing I've done is flush RoboCop down the toilet, and we had to take our toilet out to the fucking front yard and rip it out of there. Needless to say, I got my ass whooped that day. As much as a disciplined child, because I deserved it.
I didn't say anything because I'm actually not trying to focus on drawing this. Let's actually talk a little bit more about art and stuff, because I'd like to label these as quote unquote educational.
Who's your favorite artist in the whole wide world?
I refuse to answer that on the grounds that he might get banned from Twitter again.
I really thought you were gonna say Empty Shadow, because that's the one who really kind of brought you to your insanity stuff.
That's true, actually. Empty Shadow from DeviantArt. Look her up.
She's a really good damn artist.
She's really cool when it comes to fucking art, and she's really what I based all my art style off of. Her fucking creepy
based all my shit off her own style.
Of Kai is pretty much where I learned how to draw Nick better.
I actually remember one picture specifically. It just showed him. I think it was in a dress. No, not a dress. I think it was just a bow, and it just said, "Am I pretty?" That was about it.
No, it wasn't just a bow. He had makeup on and everything. He was looking at his
That's
sister.
right.
And then like his sister was always confused as to why he never talked.
Yeah, because he rarely ever talked, and the only time he ever did talk was to be a dick or something like that.
Yeah, and like there's like a picture of him like on his like he's on his chin, but he's doing like a scorpion. You know what that pose is, right? When you wipe out.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's doing a scorpion, but he's completely normal and he's using his feet to drink out of a mug.
That's right. Yeah, I remember that.
It's just really odd.
Let's
But
see. Favorite? I actually don't know if I have a favorite art. I have a lot of favorite artists.
Mothman.
But I don't Mothman, I enjoy his work a lot. But he's also my mentor, so.
You said your work
So
costs
you're gonna
too much.
The point is, you're gonna have to like him, is what you're telling me.
No, I liked his. I wouldn't have approached him if I didn't like his work. And then there's also Austin Mengler. Really love his horror art. It's pretty great. Like it's some of the best horror art.
Is that the guy you showed me to teach me how to draw monsters and blood?
Maybe.
I have a guy saved on my toolbar, and I don't remember who the fuck it is. And I haven't clicked on it. All I know is the YouTube channel is called The Art of, and then some guy's name.
Yeah, The Art of Austin Mengler.
Yeah, and it's like a bunch of fucking blood and shit, and it's like
He mangles Austin.
What he actually what he does is he makes his own blood preset, his own blood brushes.
Really?
Yeah, and then he and then
I'll have you know, this is the least education I've received in a while.
For
I've
art.
been out of school for 5 years.
for
art, by the way.
Like 3 years ago.
I did?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I was in college learning how to be a fucking computer guy.
And then
He also did welding too.
That's right, yeah. Jack of all trades, master of none.
And then he got banned.
No, I was banned from Scroc for wielding a gun and fucking flailing it everywhere.
You mean a fucking laser pointer?
I can go to Game Bros right now and just get Isaiah his Dead Space 2 thing back.
Honestly, I want it. I still want it.
I know
like,
Marcus would shit his pants over it.
Well, then I never even got a chance to actually hold it. You guys kept talking about it, and the one time you could have actually brought it home, you got it taken away.
God, you
Yeah. Go
dude,
ahead.
I completely forgot that. I honestly don't care either, but I forgot. Yeah, wow.
I still want it.
Okay, like yeah, it's just cool to have around, but I'm not gonna lie, it was like just a toy. Oh my god, this character looks so different.
Like, it's such a cheap little toy, but at the same time, it was the coolest thing ever, man. It rocked my fucking world for like the longest time.
I prefer the figures of Isaac Clarke that I had.
They're fucking expensive now.
Yeah, no, yeah. Well, it's still actually really popular.
Really?
Which I'm actually shocked because I haven't heard anything from it in a long time.
You know how popular it should be?
They're never coming out, but it's just one of those. It was like it's just a cult following. You know, like The Thing. It's still popular.
Yeah.
Dead Space is still being played to this day. People still enjoy it. Still.
Yeah, I know because fucking we had Marcos play all 3 games.
Yeah, dude, once he played 1, he immediately went for 2 and then 3 right on the bat.
Well, to be fair,
wait, did he play the DLC? The DLC for 3?
Yes, he did. He beat it the same day.
Jesus.
He also beat the DLC for 2.
Yeah, I remember that.
And then he went flaunting about his foam finger gun that he got.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He certainly worked hard for it.
Yeah. No, it was funny because I was over and like, oh, check out the gun that I got. And I'm like, oh, you got that gun? He's like, yeah, because I'm a New Game Plus. And then I called him out on it. And I'm like, dude, I was like on the mic. Or I was there when your brother got that gun. You did not play this game on hardcore mode.
With only a plasma cutter.
No, it's not only plasma cutter. It's just 3 saves.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah, you only get 3 saves, and it's played
on Zealot mode.
Is it on Zealot mode?
It's like Zealot difficulty, 3 saves, and like obviously all enemies take like 8 times longer to kill.
No. Actually, it's Zealot. So there's 4, technically 5 difficulties. There's easy, normal, hard, And then there's
Zealot.
Zealot, and then there's Insanity, and then there's Hardcore.
Oh, then I guess I was on Insanity difficulty.
No, dude, you were on hardcore, or you were on you were just on hard. Yeah, they're because they didn't want to make it too impossible. I did a stream of me playing almost all of Dead Space on Zealot, and dude, there's no way it'd be impossible to beat that game. It's not impossible, but it'd be incredibly hard to play that with Zealot difficulty. Just dying.
Well, what is Zealot difficulty anyway?
It just means
Zealot
harder.
difficulty is everyone takes more shots, you get less ammunition. By huge amounts, you get less ammunition. And just the world hates you.
Just constant death after death.
Yeah, I think the enemies are a lot more aggressive too.
Yeah, they do take a lot more risks.
Because rather than try to snake around, they're just going to charge you constantly. Yeah. And I didn't realize that parts of Dead Space enemy placement is actually randomized.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, because I died so many times in certain parts. I went back out to like this one little corridor where first 2 times it's the same enemy placement. And I'm like, yeah, whatever. I think
I know this guy's around the corner. This is over here.
And then I come out on the 3rd time, and I'm like, the pregnant didn't come out.
And then you spent the whole time fucking nervous about like.
And then I get attacked by 2 scorpions.
Your favorite enemies.
Hello,
I am Scorpio.
Yeah, and then like the exploders come out, and then a pregnant comes out.
You're like, oh yeah, I remember one of you guys being here.
I'm like, I know the exploders come later, but why?
But why? So much death and destruction.
Yeah, I'm loving it.
God.
It really was a lot.
Ugh, dude. Oh,
I'm just not feeling it with some of these scenes.
What do you mean?
Okay, so if you guys check my scene, I'm actually pretty proud. Check out my screen. So I've even done parts of like page 21 and 22, only because it's the monster reveal.
Oh, you're just like, I'm gonna skip ahead and shit.
Yeah, no, I wanted to write down key points of just like.
No, of course. I do the same thing with bullet points and everything. Once I write down a whole screenplay, then I start trying to categorize it into fucking key moments. Which
I drew a few key moments, and I had to rearrange a few pages because I'm like, this doesn't make sense. And what I really wanted to capitalize on was the page turn. So when you turn the page,
you wanted everything to be left on a cliffhanger every time you hit the end of a page, right?
Yeah. If you're at the end of the page and a monster's going to show up on the next page, or something big's going to happen on the next page, you would draw a character expression. Yeah. And just being like,
gasp.
Like in this one, it's the end of one page, and oh boy, oh my god, I drew him horribly. But whatever. This is just
one eye's like bigger than the other.
Well, that's normal.
Well, no, that could have just been for the fucking like one eyebrow's raised higher than the other. That's bound to happen.
Yeah. Well, the style I'm actually trying to go most towards is the Dead Space animated comics done by Ben Templesmith, another one of my favorite artists.
I think I still have one of his comic books actually.
He does amazing art. But his art is so rough and crazy. I'll get back to that in a moment. So in this scene, we have a moment where we look inside this little store, and you just see the shelves and stuff. And then you cut to the main character, David, and he's just like wide-eyed, like, whoa. And then you turn the page, and where am I on the page? And you just get to hear...
Dude, there should just be a button at the very top that just says page turn.
I believe so. And I think I can map it too if I wanted to, but
to a hotkey.
But I'm not using this to read. I'm using this to draw, so I really don't care too much. Right. So then we get to this other page where we have our other guy, guy who is unnamed, arrogant man, who just walks up in front of him and he's like all happy and stuff, and then he goes over to these like shelves with cans filled with tons of cans on them, which I don't know if you've noticed, but I did copy like a row of cans that I drew, and I just kept copying and pasting, so it looked really like there was tons of cans on there. And then and this is the scene I'm drawing right now that I'm not feeling too much, where he's like putting a can in a bag, and then here's like a crack behind him, and he checks behind him. and he would see let me get this, like just a pair of legs, just right here, and it's obscured by like one of the things. I was like, oh, I didn't notice that. And he walks over to the legs, and it's not like a massive shocker scene. They're just like, it's just kind of a dismembered um not dismembered. It's like the entire top half is torn off. So then I don't know. I feel like I start kind of growing some tension, but on here I put a little badge, a little clip, and I try to make it kind of notable. I don't know, maybe do a spine or something. And I'm gonna shade this heavily so you don't see it that much, and then put another bag over here. Although if I do the bag, it's gonna seem like it's another one of the scavengers, which it's not. So maybe I got to put down like a backpack or something, just something that's not what the scavengers normally have. So something like a backpack or what have you.
Hey,
what's up? What? Why are
okay,
you?
No, I was just trying to.
Actually, Ali's gone.
I was hearing because my internet dropped and I left the chat for a minute.
You and
As
Ali,
did my brother
like...
now.
Well.
Oh shit.
Well, Drawcast dead. Cancelled. Confirmed.
Yeah, I guess.
You good? You cut out a little bit again.
Yeah, we can go ahead and praise.
Okay, we got Ali back.
You okay?
I'm good. You good?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Silent.
I was quiet for the minute, but that might make sense.
I was just talking about the scene setup. I thought you guys were silent because you were listening intently. I should have known better.
Yeah, no, we wouldn't like stay quiet. We'd actually, or at least try to make conversation during that. Unfortunately, yeah, my computer just ended up deciding.
All right, it is 1:19. Coming up on our hour mark.
Are we all ready?
Yeah, I mean, Alejandro's still like silent and not sharing anything. So let's actually think of one thing to draw, and then we'll close out the night with it.
What?
Let's think of one thing to draw, and we'll close out the night with it.
Your mic's cutting out.
Fantastic. Let's think of one thing to draw, and we'll close out the night.
Okay, start. Think of something to.
Well,
something.
This got bad. It's think of something to draw.
Oh, okay.
So we can close out the night. Quick before Ali returns.
All right. Well, I mean, E3 is around. What should we draw? Pick something.
Change my image resolution to let's see. E3's around. All right. I think we should all pick a game that we're really looking forward to and really gonna enjoy.
E3, man.
And then we mash them all together somehow.
What was
Did you
that?
hear me?
No. I'm sorry, man.
Okay. We all pick a game that we really liked out of E3. And then we
Okay.
mash them all together.
Okay,
But
once again, I
okay,
what?
just look at my screen. In a second.
Green.
Oh, well, this is bad.
What's bad?
I think we're going to have to cancel early tonight without even the draw. Okay. All right, folks. Thanks for watching Sketch Dump, our weekly drawcast. Due to technical difficulties, we're actually gonna have to
Sorry,
cancel.
we ended out on a whimper there. Technical difficulties and such.
Yeah, we're having a lot of problems, especially with us hearing each other, and then Alejandro's just completely dropped and hasn't came back. So I don't know what's going on, but yeah, thanks a bunch for sticking with us, and catch me on my new series where I'm going to be talking about horror art and how to make the most of it. Thanks a bunch, guys. Bye.